G'day Bolters, do you want to stand on the shoulders of giants and bring some inspiration in from the thriving Figma design community into your project? Or have you been heads down in Figma and now it's finally time to turn this design into a working prototype? In this video, we'll identify what to look for when choosing a successful Figma file for your project build. We'll build a project with it, and finally, we'll iterate on it with a different Figma component. So let's start off by having a look around in Figma. Figma is a fantastic tool for graphic designers, user experience designers, and it's got a thriving community. To view what others have posted, simply click Home on the desktop app. Under Design Resources, we can scroll down and look at Portfolio Templates. Here we can see a bunch of projects that other people have shared. Let's say we like the look of this one. We can simply open it, preview, and open in Figma. It's common for Figma designers to add a variety of pages, which you can change through on the left-hand side. Here's the design. Now what we're looking for is something called Auto Layout. With the project open, we can inspect the layers on the left. If these use Auto Layout, which they do, you can tell by this icon, by the tooltip, and that Auto Layout is showing here on the right. This is fantastic for our build, and it makes it a lot more accurate when the code is being interpreted. If we double click into the intro section, we can see the layers inside of it, and we can see that these are all using Auto Layout, which is great for our build. Next is to copy the frame URL. To do that, we right click on the frame, go down to Copy Paste As, and select Copy Link to Selection. Link copied to clipboard. Now in our Bolt project, we click on the Figma button and we paste that frame URL here. So the build is complete, and let's have a look at what it's made. Here we can see it's done a very good job of turning the Figma file into working code. Let's jump back into Figma and see if we can find another component that we want to add to this site. So here we've got 50 different buttons, and I quite like the neuromorphism look. So let's see if we can get this to work on the pink. Now I'm going to select the frame, right click, copy the link, jump back in, and now in the build, we press Add, Import Figma Frame. We'll paste the frame and press Import. Now you'll notice we have a preview of that component here inside the chat. Please add the attached button in the Figma frame to the hero section of this website. It should be the call to action button, which says let's talk. Also, please change the color of the shadows and the button so that it looks like the neuromorphism effect on the dark purple in the hero. And we'll send that off. And there we go. It was able to add the Figma component into our project, and it made the changes that we prompted it for. Now, the final thing is let's add some groovy animations. The site looks great. Now I would like you to add a variety of animations to the site to make it look engaging and appealing. Be creative with where you place them. So we've prompted for a new heading in the hero section and also the animations. Let's now see how this works. If I reload the page, look at that. Don't we have some gorgeous load-in animations? And if we scroll down, you can see that each of these components are gorgeously animating into place. And just like that, we were able to inspect the Figma project and determine if it uses Auto Layout, which helps with the responsiveness of our website. We've also been able to copy a Figma frame URL and use that to kick off our project build. And finally, we've copied a link from another Figma component and we've added that into our project. Make sure you give credit where credit's due and you're citing the artists if your work is similar to theirs. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.